that was so amazing. I mean, I'm so glad that there's a lot of stuff like that, and there's something about him. I've worked with a lot of different artists, but there's something about him where his fans really are the most important people. You can have the president of the label or whatever in the studio, and if there's a guy outside who happens to be nearby and wants to meet him, he'll come out, he'll meet them, he'll sign their stuff. He's very generous and very conscientious of the fact that those are the people that put him there. A lot of artists I see, don't have the longest lifespan because they realize that it's all about them and they don't give the credit to the people. It's always about the people, and those are the real people. So if you don't acknowledge that by giving the love to the even, God knows sometimes you don't feel like it. Sometimes you're exhausted, you're pissed off, something happened in your life, something personal, but that's one thing I really admire is that he always takes the time, to give back. And those women were just amazing. I mean, we were in a supermarket in New Orleans. New Orleans. We were in the supermarket, and the woman, Ruth, the one that was inside the car, just kind of like called, like, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "It's so cool to see women that age, fans, and even for him, because it goes from the little kids to those women. I mean, it's amazing, but yeah, it's super cool for them."
I know a lot of the ladies enjoy the aloe vera shampoo.
The shakeout.
You got some magic there. Can you tell me about that there?
It didn't look the same when I did it, I'm sorry. But I did do it. I mean, that's something he does. It's something the locals do, the aloe vera scrub. And that was just, I was staying on that farm. That's where I live when I'm there. So he's got this big farm and he's got this beach property. And that was just, it was just a fun thing to capture. And the guy Vado, DJ Military, who you see, which is so cool. I mean, that's another example of Lenny. He takes a local guy from the island who lives in a tiny little shack and put him on a record with Jay-Z. I mean, that's amazing. Not only to put him on his record, but he puts him as like a featured guy. And then, you see Lenny rapping to Jay-Z's part in the car. But I mean, how cool is that? That's what I love about him too. He doesn't care. It doesn't have to be this one or that one. If he's moved by somebody and somebody he's known for 20-some years, he puts him on the record. It's great. So I don't know whether the question about the shakeout. I mean, about he's got a six-pack. That's, yeah.
I'm watching. What's the magic of Lenny? You've observed him now so closely for so long.
I mean, the magic of Lenny, I guess, is what I tried to show in here is that I do think as big a superstar as he is, there's a lot of aspects of Lenny that are underrated. The fact that he's such a multi-instrumentalist, a lot of people don't realize it until they see this, that he plays all the instruments, most of the instruments on the record when he's cutting a track. But really the human, the down-to-earth guy, that's what I love about, a guy who sold 40 million, he just got the 40 million records sold. That's a lot of records, in anybody's career. And still can really be so down to earth and enjoy, like going back to the theme of meeting people on the street. And, I just like the fact that he doesn't, people always think I'm the body. He doesn't have bodyguards. They